know who needs to hear this, but polygamy is a rich man's sport. You don't even have enough money for one bitch, and you want two? Talking about, oh, I want multiple wives. But
if you can't afford one, ain't no way you could afford two. At the same time, there is a world where the three of y'all come together and combine y'all income.
With what money? You don't even have a house. Where you gonna put us? What are you talking about? I know a motherfucker that literally don't even have enough money to get his license back and rides a scooter. He rides a scooter around Brooklyn. But you want multiple. How we all fitting on this scooter? That's what I want to know. Because it's always the broke ones. Like, bro, that multiple wives shit is for millionaires. Y'all motherfuckers that don't pay no bills and you don't reciprocate and you don't know how to be a husband. Y'all couldn't even get a threesome out of me. Y'all couldn't even get a home-cooked meal out of me. You getting noodles, bitch. What the fuck is the matter with y'all?
So they have polygamy and polygamy. Polygamy is literally y'all just... I can do the grown folks with whoever I choose to do the grown folks with. I think that's what polygamy is. The other one is a relationship. Now, if all three of us is in a relationship and we combine our income, miraculous things can happen.
As a girl, I don't understand how you can date a dumb man. That's so crazy because I be asking my man just random questions all the time and I expect for him to know the answer. Like, it's okay if he don't sometimes. But if I ask you how much water you think in the ocean, you need to give me an answer. And don't look it up, because if I wanted to date ChatGPT, I could.
What about when we watching a Netflix movie and we watching the same goddamn movie that we started watching at the same goddamn time, and you asking me questions that I don't know, just like you don't know, but in the midst of me trying to figure it out, you bothering me. What about that? Huh? I'm talking from experience. Y'all ever been watching a movie and your woman just asking you questions? Like, bitch, I don't know just like you don't know. That's why we both watching it. We both trying to figure it out.
Yo, this dude just inboxed me and said, so now that you say you losing feelings for your favorite, what you gonna do now? Make your next move your best move. I f***ed him. That was the best move I had. Like...
Bro.
Crazy outtake from Final Destination. Sorry you didn't make the cut, but at least you lived.
Count your blessings. That really was some Final Destination. I've seen videos of people falling down the stairs and passing away.
You're under arrest. I'm not even... Yeah. What? I got my son in the car. Can I call my baby mother? Just a second. We'll call the baby's mother.
There's no way you that horny, dog. You try to pick up a with your son in the car?
I promise I'm not. I wish that was the truth. I really do. How old is he? Okay, you go with the officer, please. Hello, how are you? Your daddy's just gonna go with us and talk for a little bit. I want to call your mommy to come pick you up, okay? This is baby's mama. You mind answering that and then just letting her know what's happened? She's gonna have to come in and pick him up. Okay. We'll have to call DCF. Okay, the officer's talking to your, I guess your baby's mama now because she's calling the phone. So, just so you know, we have to call DCF as well. They have to be notified that we've taken temporary custody of your child. This is what happens. Just talk to my baby mother. Not right now. So we have.
What's going on? Come here.
You want a 1 second forceman with us?
How?
1 second.
How did he get to hold her? Where did they meet? I need the...
Oh, they met at the corner. Met the undercover officer. And they talked about how they...
Who, you?
Yeah.
Where is he?
He went to jail.
What was talking about what?
Just 1 second, ma'am.
So apparently...
Date of birth is 11/9 of
That's how he
1990.
ended up here. They've been lying to me in my face! He's been lying to me in my face! They took his fucking dumb ass to Sarasota! So guess what? Not my problem no more! T-Roll, figure it out! I'm saying fucking understatement because you don't know what's going on and what I have to do is... Let's think about it first, okay?
Real quick. Hey.
Give me a second, please. I can talk. I just need to breathe.
That's
I'm out here by myself. I don't have no family. I don't have a license to drive.
I know you're frustrated, but you gotta use your head, man. Your frustration could possibly make you look unfit to leave with your child. Your baby daddy a piece of shit. Picking up is one thing, but picking up with your son in the car, that's crazy.
Guys, I'm gonna show you how I flirt as a Latina from New York.
This about to be toxic as hell.
Is there a problem? Nah, you've been grilling me from all the way over there, and I had to come and check you because you want to fight or something. All you gotta do is come and say hi. How old are you? Okay, I like them older. You smell really good. Are those the sneakers you decided to wear today? What are you, a size 5? And what's going on over here? You know how to fully grow it out, or is it just always patches? Because your braids to go outside like that. Do you know how to speak Spanish? You don't know how to speak Spanish? That means you don't know how to dance in Spanish? Ay, Dios mío. What did you just say? You're a Sagittarius? Oh, Lord. Yuck. All right, whatever. You know what? Just take down my number. Don't you dare call me. I'm probably not going to answer anyways.
When females from New York like you, they literally will break you down before actually admitting that they like you. Like, you know, when you was in elementary school, little boys used to do this. Their version of flirting would be like pushing them. Damn near abuse. That's how females from New York move, dog. When I was in junior high school, I went to this program in Brooklyn College. It's like summer school, but it was to prepare you for high school or stuff like that, right? It was a young lady in there that used to talk so much trash about me, dog. From the day I walked into that classroom, she'd talk about my shoes, she'd talk about my jeans, she'd talk about my hair. I hated this bitch. Then after the program was over, there's a young lady that she was cool with. And the young lady was like, she was in love with you. I'm like, what you mean she was in love with me? She's like, yo, she just talked about you all the time. Like, she would sit there and say all this mean shit about you, but then she would come out and be like, oh, he look good.
You know what's embarrassing? My ass. Check me out. Look at this. Look at this. Now this is the up part. I need to go to hell immediately.
But 100, it ain't that bad. I've seen worse. I think it's the type of jeans you be wearing. You probably need some fashion about yourself.
So, I've been told that I have a little attitude problem, but at least I can do this.
Ain't no way. Ain't no way. First off, I think that'll hurt. Yeah, that'll hurt. That'll hurt. Bro, you remember when people used to say that, but it didn't used to be real? Head so good she could suck peanut butter through a straw. Imagine you watching all my videos, laughing your ass off, but you still ain't subscribed. You got commitment issues, dog? It's free. It is free for you to subscribe. And hit the notification bell. That way, YouTube not going to control when or how you see my videos. Come on, people. What's going on? What are you waiting for? I ain't begging. I'm asking nicely. Don't make me ask you again.
I had a conversation with my brother, and he said something that was so eye-opening, but also heartbreaking at the same time. He was talking about how detrimental it is for boys to be raised by a single mom. And I was like, yeah, but sometimes that can't be helped, and that's just, the way that it goes. And I was like, and I think that it's really that society villainizes, single moms as if, like, the mom became single on her own, right? And that's neither here nor there, but that was a conversation we were having. And he was like, yeah, but I think that as women, I think that women have a certain responsibility when they find themselves in that predicament to search or to look to the men in their lives. Not saying like get another man to replace the man you had, but like look to the men that are already in your life to supplement that need, right? So like the kids' uncles, cousins, whatever, friends of yours that you've had for years, like those are the men who you should then look to.
Bro, I ain't gonna say I was particularly in this situation when I lived in the Caribbean, but I lived with my grandparents, and my dad was in America. My dad still called, he still sent stuff and things of that nature, right? But the impact that my grandfather had on my life, the impact that my uncle, my cousins, my older cousins had on my life, the dudes in the community had on my life, I can honestly say that it helped me. At the same time, I want you to think about it this way, right? When I moved with my moms and I was living with her and her boyfriend, he wasn't no man, dog. The type of stuff that he put my mother through was foul. But on top of that, it was some bad habits that I developed from being around this nigga.
Kind of fill in that gap. We were talking a little bit more, and at one point he was like, the thing that women don't understand that makes it very detrimental to their sons when they're raising them on their own is that a woman cannot give a young man the challenges that he needs to become a man.
Facts.
And I was like, what do you mean by that? And he was like, masculinity has to be challenged. Masculinity has to be challenged the way that femininity has to be protected. And a woman cannot challenge a man. So as his mom, you cannot challenge that boy. And I was like, what the like I'm still his mom. So yes, like I do challenge my son. I don't just give things to him. I make him work for. And he was like, no,
it's not the same.
You cannot challenge him in the way that a man would challenge him, because the second that he feels like he's above your authority, which there will come a day, in teenage years when that happens, that is when you can no longer challenge him as a man, because he will not see you as his equal. He will see you as like, you're a woman, so you're beneath me. And that is when a man in his life that is strong, it is necessary to challenge him, to make him stand on what the he said or what the hell he's trying to do, and prove to me that you're a man, basically. And a woman cannot do that. And I had never heard somebody explain that in that way. And that's just like so heartbreaking for all of the single moms out there who have no choice but to raise these boys, because what the are you supposed to do? Like go out and find some man out in the street, you know what I mean, to challenge your son? Like that's just, that's crazy to me.
I definitely never looked at it like that, but that's a fact. I see it now. I got a son, and I see how my son be barking back at my wife. He be doing little things. My wife will ask, hey, go take a shower. He'll drag his feet to go take a shower. Hey, put your clothes on, get ready for school. It's like he pushing back. I see him pushing back, and then I have to come in the background. Hey, what your mother said? I have to be that stern voice. So your brother is right. Your brother is definitely right. You need a man in the household, especially when you're raising little boys. You need a man in the household. It's something, too, that I be having to tell my wife, but I know she can't. It's in her nature. She cannot do it. Babying my son. I feel as though as little boys, you got to go out there and get bruises. You got to go out there and, I ain't going to say put your life in danger, but you got to do things that little boys do. Sometimes my wife be trying to keep him from doing that. Like for me, I'll tell him, hey, go out there and play ball. Go out there and sweat. He want to go to the playground. You go to the playground, but go be competitive. Even when you playing games, be competitive. We got him signed up for Little League Soccer, and he'll go out there and he'll play. Yeah, you can have fun, but for me is be competitive. Don't run around just to run around, and she'll come back, oh, just have fun. And I'm like, no, listen, have fun, but be competitive. Let me see some aggression. So I feel as though you need that. When you're raising a young man, you need that. You need somebody to challenge him.